I'm excited about today because something amazing is about to happen. There's a lot of things happening in the back of the tech sector in Ghana, and a lot of people have no idea about. And a lot of things are happening in tech in the world in general because somebody enabled it to happen. That a lot of us Africans and even Ghanaians, to be specific, we don't have any idea of who that is. You know, we give a lot of props to the whites and those in Americas and the United Kingdoms for the stuff that they are creating, but little do we know that the one that enabled them to do those things is actually a Ghana man. You know, so it gets me excited. So when I heard about him in the beginning, I started looking into him, and I was shocked that a lot of things in the world tech-wise is possible because of him, but we don't, Africans or Ghanaians are not celebrating him as much as we need to celebrate him. And today, I can tell you, I'm excited because I have the man that I have been longing to meet for so long. I'm seated with him and I'm excited. Dr. Thomas Mensah.
Kwame, Usu answer. It's a pleasure.
It's my greatest honor to meet you, sir. I really appreciate your time. I know you're a very busy man.
Yes,
I mean,
yes.
While you're even in Ghana, because when I heard you coming, you come to Ghana.
Yeah.
Initially, I wanted to meet you the first time I got your number, but
Yes.
I thought this man, he doesn't stay around for long, so I missed you. Then this time when I heard you were back, I said, no, let me do this quick before I lose him again.
Yes.
So I'm excited having you here, sir.
It's a pleasure. By the way, you have my middle name.
Right.
And I was also born on Saturday, so I'm Kwame.
Ah, so can I call you Kwame also then?
Yeah, but you should always add the Mensah.
Okay, Kwame also Mensah.
Yes.
Nice one. And just so you know, so I realized that Doc is my senior from junior high school.
Yes.
The school, Wesley College Practice School.
Yes.
In Kumasi.
Yes.
Where I was born, bred and buttered. Yes. Where I was a school prefect.
Yes. That's good.
That was where Doc also went to.
Yes.
But I don't want to talk a lot about the education stuff because I know you've had a lot of interviews with your education, how Ghana, how things started off for you.
Yes.
Ghana. But I want us to get into the actual reason why you decided to come down to Ghana.
Okay. That's a good question, Kwame. Nanado has been to my office in America.
Amazing.
41st floor. We sat like this. And we talk about how to modernize Ghana. And he actually spoke to some of the leadership in my office in Ghana. And so when he won the elections, I wrote down what is known as a 100-day agenda. Most countries have it, even the US. So within 100 days, these are the projects you have to start to move the Ghana forward.
Right.
So I wrote that and sent it to him. In the 100-day agenda, you can see a copy right here. And there are so many important things that's going on in Ghana today that's here. You know, everything from broadband internet to not only 4G, but later we are going to 5G.
Right.
Because, as you know, when we create fiber optics, and my role is moving it from the lab to industry, so that it can be commercialized and it will be everywhere. We were so successful that all copper cable in America was replaced by fiber optics cable. Why? Because the laser-based transmission of media, data, Facebook, Instagram, that is the underlying technology. And everybody, all the new companies you see now are based on that. Google, Facebook, YouTube. You know, YouTube people will watch later.
Right.
It's all based on that, where lasers are transmitting the data and the pictures and the videos from here to China. You press send and it's in China.
Everybody sees it over there.
Because it's traveling at the speed of light, which is 186,000 feet per second. So this is not satellite.
Right.
With a delay of 35
Yeah,
seconds.
35 seconds.
So our press it is in Johannesburg.
Everybody's seeing it.
That's an amazing
Real time.
technology. Yes. So, you know, I have several patents on that, and we can get into
Yeah,
how we
we'll
did
get
that and
into
all
the
that.
patents and everything.
But the serious stuff is, when I send this down to Nana, and on here are very important things, everything from infrastructure development to modernization, roads, train, you name it, everything is on
Right.
here. And at the end of it, I have Silicon Valley of Ghana. I put it here. If you look on your next
Right.
page,
Yeah. It's all here.
which I've done already. We've set up Silicon Valley in Ghana. It's at Kofi Annan Center.
We'll delve a lot deeper into the Silicon Valley issue.
But one more little point is on here, item 6.2. What does it say? Small commercial.
Small commercial drones will deliver emergency services to remote villages with small clinics to receive medicine, blood, since there are no helicopters to travel these remote villages.
So I had this on 2017 when it
Guys.
came here.
Guys.
And I'm glad that
The drones,
vice president.
the drones.
Yes.
That became a big deal.
Yes.
That a lot of people are politicizing it. Was written by Dr. Thomas Mensah. That idea came from Dr. Thomas Mensah. Just so you know.
Yeah,
and
but
it was written 2 years ago.
Yes, 2017.
And now Dr. Baumia is just about to launch.
Next month.
Ha!
It's a reality.
Amazing.
Yes.
Amazing stuff.
And there's nothing wrong if a little baby in Tamale, or not even Tamale, in the rural villages where there are no roads, for this little baby to be vaccinated, you are criticizing that? When you can go to Kolebu and have your children vaccinated, that village, that person in the village is as important, if you will. It's a Ghanaian. That's why we do this innovation.
I think it's rather sad that in Ghana we politicize a lot
No, you
of
shouldn't
things we shouldn't
politicize.
be.
This is important. You shouldn't politicize anything. And so I'm glad that it's being done. It's on here. It's happening. A lot of things are going to happen.
Great stuff. So prior to Nana coming to your office,
Yes.
was it that no political leader in Ghana had contacted you?
Well, let's say when Kufuor came to United States, he and I met
Right.
at the Blair House. All right? We had about an hour. See, when a politician meets you for 1 hour, 2 hours, it's a big thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's only Muhammad that we didn't get to meet
Right.
because the people around him said,
allow it.
said 5 minutes for, you know, here I have an astronaut with me.
5 minutes?
Yes, we just shook hands.
Guys.
And so that was the reason why, you know, that was short-lived. But when a nurse spent 2 hours in my office, that's a big deal.
Right.
So I know he's serious, you know. That's why when I see things that can move Ghana forward, I do it.
Right.
Boom. Now you see something today where we are bringing innovation into the culture of Ghana for the first time. We are pushing innovation to the culture, the clothes we wear. You see it.
Right.
See, I'm wearing the blacks,
Exactly.
this right
I
here.
saw this and I saw it in Wendy Shea's video, the
Yes.
Stay on You video as
Yes.
well.
And basically, the youth of Ghana, they are all catching up. We want to do this, you know, I'll explain it.
Right.
This is a movement. We want to use it not only to create jobs, but to show what Ghana is to the outside world. So we'll talk about that later. When you see the people, you know,
When they come
coming up
through,
here, when
right.
they come through, you see what's being done for innovation in culture.
Great. Great.
But the technology is critical. Without the technology and modernization, you cannot move nowhere. You can walk on iron ore and not know that the iron ore is there. You know, as I proposed last time, that we should get the iron ore in Yendi, change it into steel, employ people, and make sure that the steel is turned into cars like Kia Motors does.
Right.
And we're still working on it.
I think Ghana is blessed with everything.
We have everything.
God put us in the center of the world because
And we have everything.
he fully resourced us, but we didn't know how to harness those.
Yes,
those
so
resources.
this is the time we got to do the iron ore. We got to do it to create jobs in the north. We got to. There's more than iron ore. We have gold already.
Right.
We have diamonds.
Right. Bauxite.
And then when you bauxite, which we can turn to aluminum for aircraft.
Right.
Well, we should not just work on this. We should change it. You shouldn't say, oh, our kids 50 years from now. The kid is starving in some village, lacking basic medicine. So we should make sure we take those, just like what we're doing the oil.
Right.
But the technology drives that. Because you'll be sitting down in your little boat, catching fish and all that. We've been doing that for centuries.
Right.
But the satellite, which has been developed, see that the oil is only 2 miles away. And so the satellites say, hey, you got oil here. Let's get the oil so we can get some money to build better boats, to build better houses, to build better roads and all that. And so this is the time we're going to move Ghana forward.
I'm excited. I'm really excited you coming down. I mean, you are a big deal. So when a country gets hold of you, I know what you're able to do, what you did when you were in Paris, and then when you left Paris and you went to the States to go to like MIT, and when you left MIT, then you go into Cornell, and then everything started happening.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
So I know that with the passion that you have and the knowledge that you have, and a little bit of anybody who is interested in seeing eye to eye with you and working with you, we can move a lot of things and get a lot of things to work. So I'm excited about you coming down to Ghana. But I see in the 100-day agenda that you have a plan or a strategy for power generation as well for us. Can you talk a little bit about that? Because Ghana, we have a lot of issues with power.
You know, power generation is very important. When you go to Silicon Valley of Ghana, I have on the smart grid, the national grid. First of all, we can get it right. We should get it. We should manage it right. That grid should transmit power no matter what. So that's very important. That's why we put it in the Silicon Valley of Ghana. Because the next beyond that is what is called smart grid, intelligent grid, whereby the grid knows that Tamale needs more power, let's shift it over there. This part needs more power, let's shift it over there. So the smart grid is going to be very, very important. We will do that.
What will it take for us to do that?
We got to get the management of the grid, the grid system right. You know, I hear, oh, there'll be this village, there'll be no power here, there'll be no... We got to get the grid system right. And then we got to get the renewable energy technology, such as solar.
Right.
You know, I'm so glad that some schools are going to have solar panels all over.
Right.
And I have one big project which we will be doing in the Volta region. I talked to former President J.J. Rawlings about it. We put solar panels to create jobs in the Volta region. You know, I have these Norwegians who want to do it. 200, you know, maybe $100 million, 200 megawatts.
Wow.
So this is serious. So you do that, you put it in the Volta, you put these solar grids all over, and the little child will learn about what solar energy is.
Right.
You know, it will get back into our curriculum. It's oh, solar energy, this is what I need to do. You know, go. That's why in the Silicon Valley of Ghana, I have this solar renewable energy. Very, very important. You can put microgrids and put one in houses and all that, but the big ones are very important that can supplement the energy we need for our factories. Because, you know, we have 1D, 1F and all that. It's going to need electricity to run the factory.
Right.
So we got to move on that.
Wow. I mean, Ghana is blessed to have you here, sir. So let's talk about your plans for transportation in the 100-day agenda.
It's all there. It's all there. You know, the 100, I said road networks, we got to do it. And I think the government is awarding Sanohadro to do something, you know. That's fine. All the roads are very, very important. Let's get it. But in addition to the roads, we should put what we call refrigeration systems or cold stores in these rural areas. 40% of the food we grow get spoiled.
That's true.
Can you believe this?
It's unbelievable.
Canada.
Unbelievable.
Canada, they got only 6 months. Canada, snowing all the time.
Yeah.
They're able to grow the food, put it in storage.
Stores.
You know, cold stores, silos, grain, whatever, and sell to the whole world. We shouldn't lose 40% of what we produce. there. So that should be part of all the infrastructure that's going to go in the villages.
Amazing stuff. So now that most of the things in the 100-day agenda have sort of been started,
Yes.
where next? How can people follow up on the projects that have been started in the 100-day agenda?
Well, they are going to see, we are going to see some evidence very, very soon, I mean, on there you saw factories in every region, right?
Yes.
That's 1D1F.
Yes, 1D1F.
So they will start seeing some of the little factories that had been set up.
So what is it? You've been able to secure funding for every...
Oh, no, all those, you take the trade minister and today I'm meeting one of the key players in 1D1F. Okay. You bring your proposal, okay? They look at it, see it makes sense, because you invest, you got to have your return, ROI.
Yes.
You're going to make money 5 years, this, and it's thorough.
Yeah.
And I'm bringing machines here, I'm hiring this, it's all there. Then the government assists you in getting a little loan, to make it happen, which is very, very important, And so that's happening in different areas. Agriculture, you focus on agriculture, that's fine. Agriculture and all the other stuff. And today, even the stuff, the innovation in culture, you will see that will create jobs too. Right. So we'll talk about that.
So I also heard that you want to build an MRO.
Yes.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, in Kumasi.
Let's talk a little bit about that.
Sure.
Do we have the capacity as a country to have an MRO in Ghana?
Well, MRO is so important. And the reason why I put it there and why I want to do it here is the fact that MRO will be for entire West Africa. It's not just Ghana.
Okay.
Well, Mauritania, everybody will fly their planes to the MRO to be serviced. You bring your planes there. We have KNUST engineers and Legon aviation science engineer. They inspect the plane and say, oh, this particular instrument on the aircraft is faulty, and they change it. So they will be changing the parts, including, the inside. Once we do that, then we refuel the plane and it takes off to wherever, to Morocco, every part of the world. We bring all the airlines to do that, the same thing too. Now we want to put it in the middle of the country because it's so important. We get all these, fuel there. We don't want to put it any place else that you can have bad actors influencing what we do. We want to put it in the middle. I have on Silicon Valley, you see Isaiah Blankson.
Right.
As a smart guy. Went to Vancipum. He's my friend.
I see.
Yes. He's a fellow also of the American Institute of Aeronautics. Worked at GE Aviation. He's the one telling me, I'm trying to get all these guys to come to Ghana. He's telling me, put it in the middle. Don't put it even by the sea because the salt water will bring the breeze to corrode the engines once you repair it.
Wow.
I wouldn't have known that.
I'm excited.
Yeah. So Isaiah recommended that. So we are doing that. It's going to be done because we have the financing. I have one of our billionaire friends. It's been tough to get these billionaires to come to Ghana.
Yeah.
I've got one who says, hey, we'll do this. And then my presentation to Otumfuo, he said, all right, hey, 23,000 acres for you, Doc.
Wow.
Otumfuo.
Osekrum.
Yeah.
We are Osekrum boys, And the MRO is going to be in Osekrum. How happy aren't we? I'm very happy about
that.
Is
Ankasi there?
It's Ankasi. Yeah, Ankasi is in Kumasi.
Sure.
Right. So
and this is serious because now you're going to create 400,000 jobs right in Kumasi alone with this technology.
Wow.
$400,000.
Wow.
Yes. And then imagine all the, even the construction alone. I'll be calling my good friend who is a cement manufacturer, Aliko Dangote.
Right.
I say, bring your cement.
I mean, he already has some of his cement coming into the country.
I say, hey, we got to use it for that.
Right.
Yes.
I'm excited.